Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, where every single Monday morning I post a video going through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. But before we get started, we got to thank today's video sponsor, and that is arizonatcg. If you guys have a couple graded cards or a bunch of graded cards you're looking to sell and you're not sure what to do and you want to get that top dollar, arizonatcg is perfect for you. And honestly, now might be the time to do it with all these cards just going absolutely wild in the market right now. We have no idea when it's all going to come crashing down. So all you have to do is send them your graded cards and boom, that is it. They're going to take professional scans of your cards. Then they're going to post it on their massive weekly eBay auctions. And they always have a bunch of bangers on there. Like right now, there's a PSA 10 Lily from Ultra Prism. The current bid is $710. And honestly, the best part about this whole thing is they charge almost the exact same amount as if you started your own eBay store. But this eBay store already has 100% positive feedback with over 10,000 cards sold. So it's honestly the best way to do it. The link is in the description. Definitely check them out. All right, we're going to hop to celebrations. Now, honestly, nothing is moving for celebrations, really. I clicked on everything. Everything is just pretty steady. Going to go to Crown Zenith. Again, nothing really moving for Crown Zenith. Everything's pretty steady. Next, Evolving Skies. Now, not really much moving for Evolving Skies. The only thing that I really noticed that was like kind of taken off or just keeps moving up, the 3-pack with the Umbreon on it, which it's understandable. I totally get it. You can get a Dragonite coin, which is sweet. I love Dragonite, but this thing just keeps slowly moving up. I have a feeling this thing's going to be pretty expensive. 54, 58, 55, 70, 55, 55, 55, 60 down there. Not a ton of sales on here. So otherwise, really nothing is moving too much for Evolving Skies. Booster box still right at 690. Like, it's pretty crazy. The Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box is flat. Regular ETB is flat. So Evolving Skies is definitely just chilling. And I mean, I get it. It's pretty expensive. Next, 151. Now, not really a ton moving here. The only thing that I noticed was the regular 151 Elite Trainer box having a little spike up there. Was right below $60, and now it's over $60. So, but I mean, last sold 511, 65, 65, 57, 64. So, like I said, not a ton. And they do still have the booster bundles on Walmart right now for $28.98 if anybody's interested. This is basically MSRP. So finally, I mean, it's not like a good deal, but it's a good deal compared to what's on the secondary market. And I've only heard one person so far in my comments say that they can find these regularly at their store. They're down south, but otherwise nobody can really find these things in store. So I'm very happy these are in stock. But otherwise, that's all the news for regular 151. Next, we are on the Pokemon Center. We're always going to check these, make sure everything's, see what's in stock. Silver Tempest, Vivid Voltage is back. Paradox Rift, my favorite Scarlet and Violet set. Battle Styles is still chilling. So yeah, not much. And then we're also going to check the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. These are still in stock, and they're actually, a decent amount more on the secondary market because not everybody can order from the Pokemon Center. But Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, so still really good boxes. Now, I know booster boxes will probably outperform these ETBs, especially these Sword and Shield ones that don't have the double promos. But still, I mean, there are so many people that cannot afford booster boxes. And if you're not a very good saver or anything like that, if you're better at saving sealed boxes than you are money, which is fine, a lot of people are like that, these are totally fine to get. And they honestly look a lot better than a booster box. So, and this is something else we've never done here. We are going to check the UK Pokemon Center. Astro Radiant still in stock, Fusion Strike. I have a decent amount of UK fans. They're always letting me know in the comments. A lot of stuff, that's in stock there is not in stock here. It's just crazy. But when you click on something, like this booster box here, purchase limit of 1. All these popular booster boxes here, I'll just say purchase limit of 1. Curious if the Scarlet and Violet ones are too. I doubt it. If they are, yeah, it is purchase limit of 1. Huh. Rough. So you can't order any more than 1. Let's do Twilight Masquerade since that's brand new. Purchase limit of 2. Very strange. I didn't know it was that strict for the purchase limit because, I mean, I mean, I'll show you English. Vivid Voltage. Purchase limit of 24 for Vivid Voltage. Let's check the Twilight Masquerade. Since we just looked at that, that's 2 for the UK. Purchase limit of 6. Final sale item, huh? More people are buying. Who is buying this at 161? I don't. That's just crazy. All right, next we are jumping to Sword and Shield booster boxes on the secondary market. Gotta check Lost Origin, which is the best seller for a TCG player right now. And honestly, I thought the prices would be a tiny bit higher, but it's getting close. It's getting close. It's climbing. You know, 230, 240, 228, 235, 230. So not bad. Let's see what else is moving here. I really think Lost Origin is going to surpass Fusion Strike. Look at that little dip down. 243, 239, 239, 239, 237, 237, 237. Let's see if we can scroll down and see if we can find the 240s. If it was actually hitting 240, a lot of sales. A lot of sales. 240, there it is. 243, 240, 252, 249. Wow, so it did actually go down. Interesting. So it's leveling out. Gotta check Astral Radiance here too. And we'll check Chilling Rain also. Let's see. Another little level out at 175. I feel like that's a decent price for this box. Not bad. And you gotta think, it's not, you know, 175, it might seem a little expensive. I was buying Unified Minds booster boxes at 160 and people were like, whoa, a little expensive there. It's like, I don't think so. So you never know. I mean, Astral Radiance is a solid set. It's not the best, you know, Sword and Shield set at all, but it is a very popular Sword and Shield set. And if you compare it to other sets in Pokemon history, it's really, really good. So let's check Chilling Rain. Chilling Rain has just been chilling. I feel like this box also went down in price. Let's see here. Yeah, little dip. Let's do the high was 220 down to the two teens. I mean, 215, 223, 222, 215. So not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Is there anything else we can check here? Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield. Yeah. So not a ton of movement for the Sword and Shield booster boxes, but I mean, just from the looks of it, it looks like Lost Origin is the only one that's just going up right now. Silver Tempest, I mean, still in stock. Fusion Strike leveled out, even went down a little bit. Chilling Rain leveled out. Astral Radiance leveled out at 175. So I really think Lost Origin is going to surpass all these. I think it's going to be a $250 booster box. If I had to guess, 2 weeks to a month. So complete guess, but I really think it's going to surpass all of them. All right, next we're going to get into some singles. One of my favorite modern cards of all time, and one of the few tag teams that I need. And I could have bought this card multiple times for just a couple $100, and I just kept passing on it. It was expensive to me at the time, you know, so this card is very, very beautiful. Latios and Latios. I think this honestly beats a lot of Sword and Shield alternate arts. I really, really think it does. To have both of these on the card like that, with the sun, it's just the heart, it's beautiful. But this card, look at this. 6 months ago was 780. Dropped down to the, you know, lower 700s. It's coming right back up. I have a feeling this thing is going to like really, really pop off right now, just like the Umbreon. Because this is the one special tag team card, like truly, truly special tag team card. I have a feeling it's going to catch up to Moonbreon. And this is also one of the only tag team cards right now that's just going straight up. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very expensive card, possibly even more expensive than the Moonbreon, because it is extremely popular and it's so much more rare. I mean, to open this stuff sealed is just crazy. So, and they didn't print nearly as much as they did anything in Sword and Shield. Love this card. Next, Pikachu with Gray Felt Hat, the Van Gogh Pikachu, leveling out right around $100. So prices are all over the place. Lightly played 133, but a lot of the near mints are literally right around 90 to 105. I am going to wait. I have a feeling this card will drop to a $60 card. I'll be very, very patient, but yeah, I technically gave up on this card. I do not want to pay $100 for a card that was free. I think it's just a little overhyped right now. I think it'll definitely die down. Next, I feel like nobody ever talks about these cards. The Vmaxes are also going up a little bit, but not as much as the Vs, because I feel like the Vs were just a little cheaper and undervalued. And I honestly think the Vs are 10 times better arts than the Vmax. But these are the promos that come in the Evolution Premium Collection boxes, which are all also around $100 now each, with the Vaporeon being the most expensive. But yeah, this card just a few months ago, I mean, low 20s, last sold 30, 29, 29. Check a few more here, 28, 26, 35, 28, 35. Next, Jolteon. Love all these arts. But yeah, they're all having a little, this thing was 16 bucks. Jumping up 26, 26, 25. Let's see, with the Flareon being probably the cheapest. Oh no, Jolteon's probably a little cheaper. This was 18 bucks. And yeah, going up to $30. High 20s. The 38 one right there. 42, 50, 50, 35, 35. Wow. So beautiful cards, beautiful arts. And like I said, they do have the VMAX versions. They're just not moving as much as these yet. So it looks like the Jolteon is the cheapest out of the three. So if anybody's on a strict budget or anything like that, and you're just trying to get one for your collection, Jolteon's great option, beautiful art. And that's another thing too I want to mention. You know, my channel, we're fans first, collectors second, investors third. If this was a pure investing channel, we would only basically talk about booster boxes because booster boxes are the best investment. But in my opinion, I feel like half the people cannot afford booster boxes that actually want to start investing. You know, a lot of these fans, you know, they might only have $50 a month to spend or something like that, or they're not very good at saving or anything like that. So I want to try to have stuff for everybody. And that's why I do these market things. You know, if you want to get these cards for your collection, now might be the time to do it before they shoot up in price. So it's not just pure about making money and everything like that. I try to have content for everybody. So next on the list, trainer galleries. So honestly, all these things are going up in price. And I've been saying it for over a month now when we got the Umbreon VMAX in a PSA 10 for like 52 bucks. You can't really beat that. Sylveon, we got that in the PSA 10 for like $47. We got the other ones are Vs. But literally every popular VMAX is going up in price. Look at the Rayquaza VMAX. You know, almost $50 now. The Blaziken is finally starting to move up a tiny bit. But it's like, it's moving pretty slow for this guy. But I do honestly think this is going to be a $20 card. For how popular the other Blaziken is, and now it's getting to the point where a lot of people cannot afford it, they are going to get this card. There are a lot of Blaziken fans out there. I don't mind Blaziken at all. So now might be the time to get these other VMAXs and stuff that are not nearly as popular, like Eternatus and Rapid Strike. Now, I do not think these are going to go crazy in price or anything like that, but you're still only paying, you know, the cost of a booster pack for a very, very beautiful card. And you never know, it could double or triple, which, you know, 15 bucks, whatever it is. You never know, but it does suck. A lot of the VMAXs are all kind of newer Pokemon and not the most popular, to where you're not going to make a ton of money or anything like that. But this is honestly a great time to get these for your collection. Especially, I really do think these are all going to go up. Not a ton, but at least a little bit. Especially these black and gold cards. I don't mind these at all. I want to check to see if these are actually going up. Just a tiny bit here. Not much. Not much at all. So one thing I like about these black and gold cards is you can get the entire collection for really cheap. And I love just being able to finish a whole collection, boom, like that. Some great options right there. We're also going to check the Vs, which in my opinion are the best arts of all the trainer galleries. The Starmies now, look at that, 56, 55 market price. Wow. Yeah, I had a feeling this thing is going to go crazy. I have a feeling this will be a $100 raw card soon. I really do. It's that special. You really can't beat it. The art is just... it's so perfect. You have a Starmie right there. Misty just hanging out in the pool. It's a really, really good card. It really is. Next, we are going to check. I mean, Umbreon V's almost $50. That thing was $50 in a PSA 10 a few weeks ago. Garchomp's moving. Pikachu. You know, we know all these guys are moving, but I want to see these secondary cards here. You know, we got another Blaziken here. Not a ton, but it's moving. Let's see here. The Galarian Moltres I was curious about. Little jump up there. Not too bad. So yeah, I think a lot of these trainer gallery cards are going to start going up in price. Because you got to think, every single Sword and Shield alternate art right now is going up. Every single one. Like, there's not really one that's going down. And I mean, even if they are $20, $30, $50, let's say, there's a lot of fans that cannot afford that. And they are going to buy trainer gallery cards because they want something from the Sword and Shield era. The Moltres, Zapdos. I love this Ashian V right here. We got the Articuno. Let's see what else. Is there anything else that I could possibly think that would just pop off? The Mimikyu V is a really nice card too. I actually like this one better than the VMAX. Let's see here. I got to check the Articuno. I feel like this is a really, really good art. And I feel like the Galarian Articuno is the best looking Galarian version of the three. Barely beating out Moltres, and then Zapdos. I do not like Zapdos' Galarian version at all. So yeah, a lot of trainer gallery cards are going up in price. Even the non-textured ones, I didn't put them on here, but they are all moving very slowly, especially the popular ones. The more popular ones aren't really moving much, but you know, especially the evolutions and stuff like that. All right, next, Sword and Shield alternate arts. Now, I just made a video yesterday about the most popular Sword and Shield alternate arts, so you guys can definitely go check that out. You know, the Umbreon, Giratina, the most expensive ones. But we're going to take a look at some cheaper ones. The Lugia is now over a $200 card. I know this isn't very cheap. I just got to mention this. I literally argued, I swear, so many people that told me Lugia will never get back to $200 because of those tins that you just can guarantee get hits. Then everybody's like, it's so easy to pull the Lugia. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's Lugia. You know, it's just a very, very special Pokemon. And the art is beautiful. Like, if you have not seen this card in person, don't judge the art. This is one of the few cards where, like, if you see it in person, you're like, oh, wow, that's really, really nice. So, the Lugia is over $200. Charizard's right almost at $200. I've been calling that. I think this is going to be one of the next cards to really pop off. Sylveon VMAX, love that card. The Dragonite we're going to talk about here in a minute. And a lot of these cards, I mean, hold a lot more value than people think. Like, it's crazy to think the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX is almost the same price as the Leafeon. And it didn't like have a crazy shoot up. It's always been relatively expensive. You know, even 3 months ago, you know, $50 was the cheapest it's been. Yeah. So it's crazy. A lot of these cards still kept their value pretty good. But I want to get to the cheaper guys here. Let's just jump to page 3. That's what I wanted. Now I want to see if these guys are moving up, because if these guys are moving up, then everything's moving up. Let's check. The Genesect's probably the most popular on this page, I would say. Definitely moving up. I do like this card. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know, funky. I like it. The Golurk. Let's see here. What else? Regidrago. So now I think this card is actually really underrated because it does have Lugia in the card. And I really do think that's a little, you know, a little special. It's in the Silver Tempest set. Let's see here. Moving up. It's crazy. This card was $11. I want to say this card was like $80, $90 on release. Just wild. So a lot of these cards are still really, really cheap compared to what they were before. And if everything else in Sword and Shield is moving up, I really think a lot of these cards are just going to keep climbing $20, $30. If you can't afford the most expensive card, if you can never afford the Lugia from Silver Tempest, this ain't too bad. You're getting a Lugia on an alternate art from Silver Tempest. I know it's not the same, but still not bad. Let's check one more. Let's go to page 2 here. Check towards the bottom. Yeah, right here. I think the Dialga is one of the best arts in all of Sword and Shield. I really, really think it is. And it's moving up quick. I've been saying this. You can go back 3-4 months ago when this card was $20. So this card is going to go up in price. It's that beautiful. But yeah, it was $24. Now it's mid 40s, almost $50. So a lot of these cards. Another thing too, I mean, look at the Beedrill. I had somebody argue me that I said in a video that Beedrill is a pretty popular Pokemon for Generation 1. And now they'll always comment on a random video or something talking about Beedrill. And it's like, Beedrill, the same price as the Dialga, the Arceus, the Galarian Articuno, the Mew V, the Zapdos, costs more than the Celebi, the Palkia. Wow, isn't that crazy? Not a very popular Pokemon though, right? And I mean, a lot of these, like the Dialga, the art is beautiful. The Galarian Articuno, the art is beautiful. Everybody loves the Mew V, and it's almost the same price as the Beedrill, so that just proves the Beedrill is a pretty popular Pokemon. Another super underrated card that I think is one of the best arts is the Galarian Slowking. This art I think is pretty special, and I could honestly see this card being a $75 card because it is just that cool and unique of an art. But I mean, last sold 47, 34 before that, 28, 43. So in the 40s, pretty good for that card, honestly. So, all right, another one too. We got to check the Galarian Rapidash. I always had a feeling this one was going to be a really, really expensive card because I feel like this is one of the best Galarian versions that we got of all the Galarian versions. So the Galarian Rapidash is beautiful. And that part in the game is one of the most beautiful parts in any of the Pokemon games. Well, high 30s. Hasn't moved much. I mean, high 40s now. But yeah, a lot of Sword and Shield alternate arts. But like I showed you, there's still a good amount that, you know, have only gone up $5. And they were very expensive before. So now we'll check some graded Sword and Shield alternate arts. Now here's the thing. Celebi, you know, about $40 raw. Like no joke, $40 raw. But in the PSA 10, it's about $140, $150 card. So that proves too, a lot of these cards, they're not going up a ton raw. I mean, this card has always been like a $25 to $30 card. And now it's like a $45, $50 card. But it was never, you know, before it was in the 90s in a PSA 10. So it's jumping pretty good. So just because the raw version isn't jumping a ton, doesn't mean the PSA 10 version isn't jumping a ton. And same thing too for the Dragonite. Very beautiful card. I love this card so much. One of my favorite cards of all time. I do think the Aerodactyl and Altaria have slightly better backgrounds. You know, not the actual Dragonite himself, you know, him falling on his back, sleeping and all that. I love that. I'm just saying the background. And I do love this background. Like, I'm just nitpicking a little bit. But I love this card. I mean, PSA 10, you could have got it all day at 175. And now it's 350 here. But it's selling so fast that it's actually, you know, 425, 425. So we're talking mid 400s here, 420 there, 400 there. So it is now over a $400 card. And the Raws, you know, it's going so fast. It's like a $175 card right now. Beautiful card. I always felt like it was undervalued. It's because it's in Evolving Skies. And it's just, I feel like it just kind of gets forgotten about. And it always drove me nuts. I love this card so much. I could honestly see this card being one of the most expensive Sword and Shield alternate arts. I could see this surpassing every evolution. I could see it surpassing Charizard and all that. Like, I really, really think it could. I swear, it's just because it was buried in Evolving Skies. If this card was in a different set, be a completely different story. So yeah, that was this week's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do see anything moving up or down in the market, please let me know. It helps out so much. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please leave a like. I really feel like leaving a like helps the most. And if you guys want to support more, you can now become a member. It's only 99 cents a month. Ton of exclusive content on there. Just started an Instagram showing my collection. You can also check out my eBay store. And if you want to check out my last video where I talk about the most expensive Sword and Shield alternate arts and if it's time to sell, click this video right here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.